Hey, good morning. So, check it out. How do I look? I got a selfie stick. That's all like 2010, as my daughter would say. So, there we go. Ah, good morning. So I'm gonna try this, see if this is any better. I'm not sure the right distance I should have, but got this thing here. I'm sorry. My name's Dave, and I like to take you guys on these walks that I do as I'm documenting my journey, leaving the pity party and getting back into shape, and then also planning for the future, where my wife and I, once our daughter goes off to college, she's in 8th grade right now, so we have 4.5 years. Um, we plan on slow traveling the world. So there we go. So I need to get into shape to be able to do that, and I need to clear up some of the other issues besides my disabilities. So we're doing that. So sometimes I talk about the exercise program, the fasting thing that I'm doing, my walks in general. I also talk about how we are doing side gigs, side hustles, if you want to call them, and how we can make extra money, and then how we're trying to save. We shoot for 30 to 40% a month towards our savings and investments. So I talk about that and a few things as we go on here. So, good news. I've been noticing that I used to say that my walks were 1 mile an hour, and now they are up to between 1.65 and 1.7 miles an hour. So how do you like them apples? And I just finished, yesterday I finished a 24-hour fast. I started a new protocol, fasting protocol. There's a 36-hour and the 24-hour, which I did yesterday. I'm now finishing up on a 16-hour fast, which will be finished around noon. And it's about maybe a little bit before 8 in the morning now, so I got some time, but I don't feel hungry at all. I kind of got beat up on the 24. Now, what some of the other things I think about is that, my goal is to get down to 10% body fat by my birthday, which is only 10 weeks from now. And in June, on June the 7th, I'll be 59. That is one goal, but I have multiple goals, as I mentioned in the beginning, because we want to slow travel the world, so we're going to need the money to do that, but it's not as much as most people think that they need. So there's a lot of these slow travel couples online, and they range from younger couples all the way up to older couples, and they average. I think the younger couples, they're able to do it lower, and there's a couple of older ones that are doing it lower, but they can live on anywhere from $1,500 a month in Southeast Asia, pretty good. They're doing everything. This younger couple, they are going to the gym. They're eating well. They have nice accommodations, things like that. So you can do it. And then in Europe, it seems to be about 2,200 in Southern Europe, not in Northern Europe. That's more expensive. So with a budget of around $3,000, you can live fairly well. I think this thing is screwing down. I don't know. Please bear with me on this. So I'm looking towards that as well. what we can do, because we're going to need to supplement our income when we're traveling, because I don't want to be in a position where, we can't do something. We're not going to be like the full-blown tourists that are going to buy all these tours and excursions and things like that. We're probably going to stay between 1 and 3 months in a country, and in Europe is something that's called the Schengen zone. So we have to plan for having enough money. I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm in about a 5 today on the pain level. I have chronic pain from my injuries, so it's okay. Anyway, back on track. So we're looking at our budget. I would like, now in 4 years, things are going to get a little bit more expensive, so I'm thinking about a $3,000 monthly budget should be fine. Now, there's a couple that I watch online, and they have a $5,000 budget, and the majority of times that budget goes towards a bigger portion goes towards their accommodations. They like a little nicer places and things like that, and they haven't been using as much as the travel points as we would like to, because I would like to blend a mix of using travel points and with hotel chains, having like IGH. You can use their points to stay over the world, all around the world, and you can also every 4 stays with your card, when you can get a free night stay. So using the travel points for maybe I would say about 100 to 200 days a year over in when we're in Southeast Asia, that would work out really well, because the points end up being a fraction of the cost, because you can buy points during certain times of the year. I'll get this thing right here. So we're looking at that, and about a $3,000 budget should be good. We can do a lot of things, and we can eat well, and still be healthy and things like that. Now, I would prefer to have more. I was thinking I need to be earning about $15,000 a year to really travel the way that we would like, because we like to go to theaters and plays and art galleries, and eat out more. And you want to live your retired years and what they call the go-go years. You want to live them very well, if you can. Man, shooty-doo. There we go. Let's see if I can tighten this up. I'll get this hang of this thing. Oh, my shirt. Nobody cares, work harder. So, okay. Hopefully you can hear me at this distance. So I'll be talking about those things, about the traveling and working up money. When I was saying about $15,000 a year, everybody's like, "What the heck? How are you going to do that?" I don't know yet. Not even close to that. I only have my pension from the VA, and because I haven't worked in so long, I think I fall into that 5-year mark with Social Security, so I might not even qualify to get Social Security anymore. I don't know. If you know about that, please put that down in the comment. Because what's happened is, from what I've briefly read, is that if you're not working for the last 5 years, then you no longer qualify for Social Security. I don't. If I paid into it since I was a kid when I was working, I should be able to qualify for something. So I don't know. But if it is anything, it's not going to be a lot. I think maybe 1,200 or so. But hey, if I paid into it, I should get it, right? Maybe 1,800 would be nice. But again, if you know about it, put it down there. I've got to figure out a way, because everything that I was reading, it says that it's over 5 years up. That if you haven't worked, which I think is kind of messed up. So, and I don't think I qualify for disability. They're getting tougher and tougher. So, I don't know if that's a route I would want to go anyway. But especially since I'll be 59 this summer. So, we'll have to see. I'd like to get your thoughts. If I do qualify for it, should I go for it? Or should I just, concentrate? Because the other thing I don't like about Social Security is that if you are still making some other money, even though, say, like you're 62 and you qualify, you can take the early pension. You can take the early Social Security at a reduction rate. If you're still earning money, like if you own a business or something, then they deduct it almost like a dollar for dollar or something like that. So what's the point? So again, don't get me started on that. Love the colors on this thing. So that's what I just wanted to talk about today. It's just a little mix about some of the way I think I'm trying to find the what's the word? The flow of the channel, the direction of the channel, because right now I'm really focused on doing this way maybe. Really focused on. Hang on. Now I got to work on my arm strength. Hold this thing up here. Maybe if I bring it closer. How you doing? There we go. That might be easier. So I'm focused on squirrel. Remember that movie Up? I saw it. Every time I get distracted, I say squirrel. There's a dog in the movie Up. So that's why right now I'm focused on getting back into shape and reducing my weight, cleaning up my blocked arteries and my fatty liver, and getting rid of all this visceral fat here. But it is going down. Today, this morning, I weighed myself. I was like 195.6, I think. After this walk, I should drop down again because I still haven't eaten anything. I had a couple of sips of coffee. So I've been doing really good, and I've been dropping these past few days. So I'm going to do, just to recap, I did the 36-24. This is my 16 hours, so around a little after noon, 12 today, I can eat. I'm just going to probably eat, I don't know, I have to see. I'm feeling like I just want to eat one meal today, because tomorrow I'm going right into another 16-hour fast, and it'll be a little bit easier if I only eat one meal, say around 12:30, and then I won't eat again until the very next day. But since it's 16 hours, it'll be a little earlier I could eat, because I'm trying to prep the time for when I go on the 36 hours, so that my first meal when I come off the 36 is not at like 6 p.m. I want to try to get it more closer to the 2 o'clock range. So I might, if I start trying to shift the timing on that. So in the beginning, I think every so often, to get back to like the purpose of this channel, is I want to figure out this goal, but it's not the main goal. It's part of a bigger goal. And so in the beginning, I'll talk more about my fitness things. And if that takes off, I'll stay on that because I really enjoy it. And then I'll gradually mix in some of the things that we're doing to earn extra money and things like that. Things that my wife does to earn extra money. Oh, and what do you guys think about that term that's been floating around, where it's kind of evolved from quiet quitting to now there's a big buzzword is wage slaves. And I've mentioned this before. I don't think, okay, let me qualify this. I don't think anybody has to be a wage slave, but I think there are people that are kind of stuck and forced into, because of their thinking, that they are wage slaves, because a company is going to take advantage and do what's best for the company. This I know from all my years of experience of working and being laid off and things like that. So yes, I understand that it's not the best situation. It's not going to be the best. They don't really care. Human resources, you're just a resource. So yes, you can be a wage slave because you get stuck on that, but you have to educate yourself, because you can be a wage slave or you cannot be a wage slave. There are good companies. You can be in alignment with the companies that you're working for. If you're not in alignment with the company you're working for and you feel like you're a wage slave, well, that's on you. I mean, I'm gonna throw out some more Army terminology or phrasing. You need to buck up. Sorry, I don't mean it as harsh as it sounds, but if you feel like you're a wage slave, then buck up, increase your skill set, and make yourself more valuable, either to that company so they treat you better and you start making money. But most of the time, if you feel that way in the company, you might, if you're not able to change your mindset and stuff, you need to build your skill set and then move on. Start working with another company and get in a better position, but also have the right mindset so that you're producing the best that you can, and you're becoming a value. When you're a value, then you don't have to worry about that term. But anyway, that's all I rant for another video. I'm trying to switch here and walk with my cane and without my cane, and that's not working. So I'm going to end today. I thank you for letting me ramble. And those who made it to the end, wow, it's just amazing. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. God bless.